Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by at Joyful Creations. This is Jayashri this side. Today I am altering an empty wine bottle. I'm going to be using a few molds from Prima Marketing and chalk paints along with some textures given on the base of the bottle. So before we dive into the tutorial, please do subscribe to the channel if you're new here and hit the bell icon to stay updated with my latest videos. To begin with, I have here a beautiful mold from Prima Marketing Redesign, and I have used molded from Fevicryl, which comes in two parts, A and B, as it's a resin component and you have to mix it to create one big chunk of clay and then create your molds with it. I have taken out my molds while they were still drying and they are flexible enough for me to mold them and adhere them on my bottle base. I'm using Finnabare's Heavy Body Gel to adhere these to my bottle. Since the gel medium takes a little bit longer to dry and adhere it to the glass surface, I'm going to add just a little bit of hot glue as well so that it stays in place while I adhere all the other embellishments. Right now, as you can see, while I'm adhering the other two pieces of the clay mold, the first clay mold starts to come off. So I went in with a little bit of hot glue behind the camera and stuck them well along with a couple of more molds from Prima Marketing itself. Once the molds dried, I am going to go in with light paste from Finnabare and apply it all over my glass bottle to prime it as well as to give it a little texture. I am using a paintbrush, no palette knife, nothing, just a simple old paintbrush and spreading the texture paste in random motions so that I get a little bit of texture as well as my base gets primed with the light paste itself. If you don't have a light paste, you can use any modeling paste in its place as well. And if you don't have a modeling paste, then I will link to the video on how to create your own texture paste in the top right corner. I will also leave it in the description box below so you can check it out. I'm applying the texture paste in all the empty spaces, even inside of the nooks and crannies of the molds. I'm using a thinner brush for that and a flat big brush for the rest of the empty spaces. I am trying to avoid all the clay molds as much as possible because I don't want texture on them. I want to show and highlight the intricacies of these molds. Once I've covered it with the texture paste, I'm going in with my heat gun and drying it all out. Once the texture paste dries, I'm going in with very chalky chalk paints from Cadence in the color white. I'm going to cover the whole of my bottle along with my clay embellishments with this paint as this is going to be my base color. Next in, I'm going with Imperial Red. It's a very beautiful red color from Home Decor. Initially I wanted to just highlight the embellishments with this color, but it was such a beautiful color that I wanted to apply it all over the bottle and then give it a nice patina effect. So a lot of times when we are painting and making our projects, our ideas change and we start with something else in our mind but eventually end up making something else altogether. So this is what happened with me in this bottle as well. I wanted to do a red highlight with a white base, but I ended up covering it with all red because it was such a beautiful color for me, and then highlighting it with waxes in patina blue color along with gold highlights. So here you can I have started painting the whole bottle with red color, and I will continue to do so and then let it air dry so that we can move on to the next color. Color, I'm simply taking a wet wipe and rubbing off some paint while it's a little wet off the molds so that I can get a little bit of white color underneath and highlight a little bit of the embellishments and the bottle area. It will give it a nice distressed look. You can either leave it to that with the distressed white and red bottle, or you can continue adding more paints like I did. Next I'm going in with Expressions Craft Tempo Teal color. It's a very nice teal rustic color, and I'm highlighting my embellishments with this. I'm going to also highlight a little bit of my bottle area with the same paint. It's such a beautiful color and gives a very beautiful contrast with the red color that we have put in the base. I'm using a very dry brush to highlight my embellishments with this color. This is called a dry brushing technique, and you can do it on any of your surfaces. You have to just make sure that you're not adding even a drop of water to it. The list of all the products used in this tutorial are given in the description box below, so do check that out. Also, if you're enjoying watching this tutorial, please do give this video a thumbs up. Once this is done and the paint has dried, the chalk paint dries very fast usually. I am taking a matte wax from Finnabair in the color patina green and highlighting the same embellishments with this as well. This will give me a very nice patina rust effect in the end. Once I've applied the wax all over, I am going to use my heat gun and melt the wax a little so that it gives me a longer working time, and I need this so that I can wipe off the extra wax from the molds with the help of my cotton fabric. You can use any rug, any rough cloth for this that you use to wipe off your paint brushes and anything that you use in your craft room. But it has to be dry. Make sure your cloth is dry. Last but not the least, I'm using Vintage Gold Metallic Wax from Finnabair and highlighting the high points of the molds to give it a very nice rustic distressed patina effect looking bottle. Watching this tutorial and are inspired to create your own altered bottles using clay molds, waxes and a lot of chalk paints. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this tutorial and subscribe to the channel before you go. Until next time, stay home, stay safe, happy crafting. Bye bye.